This just in, and this is for both loan officers and real estate agents, so stick around. Opendoor just had to settle a lawsuit for $62 million for misleading sellers. Boy, didn't see that one coming easily. Why isn't anybody talking about this? Why is nobody talking about what Opendoor, the fintech companies, have been doing? Why?
Opendoor settled a lawsuit claiming that it misled sellers into selling their houses for a lower price than what they may have been able to get on the open market.
Well, of course they did. That's what they do. That's what they've done. That's what they'll always do. That's what they have to do, you understand, in order to make money. See, these real estate agent alternatives like Opendoor, these fintech companies, can make money only two ways. It's their business model that's screwed. One is through excessive fees, okay, which they charge, and two is through price fixing. Now, I say excessive fees because they charge more than realtors, and I say price fixing because they lowball everybody. They do that. Again, they've always done that, and they're still losing money on all their transactions, but that's beside the point here. What would you rather have if you're a seller right now? Okay, just think about this for a couple of seconds. As it now is being alleged, would you rather have a real estate agent that only makes money by charging you, the seller, a fee and then working their ass off for the seller to get them as much as possible for their house, or would you rather have the alternative, these Opendoor type of fintech company that makes money by screwing sellers with lowball offers and by charging excessive fees? And by the way, we can absolutely prove this. This is why we're so open and candid about talking about it. We've got the documentation and the people who I presume are probably similar to the ones that are in the lawsuit that was just settled.
Here's what Opendoor shows sellers. As you can see, they make more money. Yet here's what sellers consistently say.
Quote, Opendoor made an offensively lowball offer to my 2018 new build home, so my husband and I went the traditional route. On the open market, we got $59,000 more than Opendoor's offer. That's about average. For us, that was well worth a slight inconvenience of a weekend of open houses.
You see, all these fintech companies are flippers. That's it. They're house flippers.
And by the way, check out this shockingly similar number. Did you know that the average flip in the United States had a profit of $66,000, and that's down from over $70,000 just back in 2022? Listen, all of these guys, that's all they are. They're just a bunch of tech flippers. And hell, why in the F wouldn't they be? Now, do you want to know the best way for you to ensure that you're getting top dollar if you're selling your house? There's only one way, and it's kind of what this guy has to say. Let's go back to the fintech seller near victim and see what he had to say.
Opendoor and all these iBuyers are investment buyers,
Flippers,
which aren't known for paying market rate. Plus, they charge 5%, so no real savings on commission, though they call it a service fee. The best way to squeeze the most ideal price and terms is to put it on the market and let everyone know it's available.
Here's how messed up the real estate market is right now. Realtors have just been accused and found guilty of pushing values up too high for buyers because of their commissions. Now, the alternative, the iBuyers like Opendoor, have just been accused of and found guilty of pushing values down through their tactics. See, you can't win either way. You can't have it either way. So the current disposition of this industry is that then you will have it neither way. The only way to determine what the value of your property is and the best deal you're going to get either from a lender or from a real estate agent is go to the open market and let the market decide. Now, lenders, over to you. Here's how messed up we're getting.
Freddie just followed Fannie's lead and changed their rules on buyers' commissions. Now, seller-paid realtor commissions can be negotiated. Cost and fees can exceed the 3.6 cap if it goes to commissions, up to 9%. And HUD, with FHA and VA loans, well, they'll be next to do the same thing.
I mean, this is insanity. The government-sponsored enterprises, Fannie and Freddie and the FHFA, have just allowed a jury down in Missouri who knows nothing, I mean absolutely nothing about mortgage guidelines or policies to change mortgage guidelines and policies. Did anyone notice that?
To address these concerns, Freddie Mac recently released a clarification to their interested party contribution guidelines. It excludes brokers' commissions in its definition of interested party contributions. Quote, typical fees and or closing costs paid by the seller in accordance with local custom, known as common and customary fees or costs, are not subject to the IPC IPC limits. If a seller or seller's real estate agent continues to pay the buyer's real estate agent commission in accordance with local common and customary practices, these amounts are not required to be counted towards the IPC limits for the transaction.
And here we are today. And let's just kind of sum this up. So billions of dollars have been taken from lenders and billions have been taken from real estate agents and put in the pockets, really, just of these lawyers. Because I'll tell you, these buyers and sellers, they're not getting nothing from these class action lawsuits. Oh, and this is still going on for lenders. Hell, you guys are just warming up. And when it's all said and done, the big change is going to be this. All you have to do is put the buyer agent commission in the stinking contract, which, by the way, very conveniently, is where it's always been. Why don't we regulate the lawyers for a change? Wouldn't that be better? I think I want to sue them, which I guess that means, Joanna, I better go find myself a lawyer. Hope this helps. See you guys tomorrow. You know, we've made a hell of a mess out of the mortgage and real estate industry. And right now, companies have to understand that they need to change. Because change is in front of us. We've got to be able to pivot to navigate these turbulent waters. One such company is CapDirect. Now, CapDirect Loan Officers is a new look and a new way of brokering loans. It involves you, it involves your intellect, it involves your marketing prowess, and it allows you to build inside of CapDirect something larger than just your origination business. Well, I'm not speaking in code, but I'd sure like to have a conversation with you about it. Fill out the information down below and let's chat, because the market is always going to rule the day and the market is changing before us.